Welcome to KBHU Weekly Updates. I'm Jackie Robles.
And I'm Kyle Graves.
Playing October 5th through the 7th, the play Godspell will take place in the Black Box Theater. And with us today to explain a little more about the play is our very own Kyle Graves and JD Schrader. Just a couple questions. When and where is this play going to be taking place?
The play is going to be on October 5th through the 8th, I believe, in the Black Box Theater, that's 3rd floor of Woodburn.
And there's a preview night on the 4th, and so anyone is invited to that just to see what our show's about. No price for admission there. We're really hoping that we get a lot of people at our preview to spread the word of mouth about the show.
Awesome. And what times are the shows?
The shows are at 7:30, except for on Sunday. That's the matinee. That's at 2:30.
Awesome. Thank you. What's the show about?
So the show is the telling of the parables in the Bible, but they're more it's not so much religious as it is based around the friendships that we have and the relationships that we make through our friends.
Okay.
And so it's really just kind of telling the characters' relationships with each other's.
Cool. Really cool. And what are you going to be doing in the show?
Well, my character's name is Telly, and he's not the smartest of the bunch, but he's super fun-loving, and he's just a real kind of go-getter.
Awesome. Great. And what role are you in?
I'm Nick in the show, and so I'm just a follower of Jesus when he comes into the play. I'm also the choreographer and do all the publicity, marketing, and social media.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So make sure to tune in October 5th through the 7th for Godspell. Events for Monday, September 25th consist of coffee, conversation, and controversies held in the Trump Conference Room number 212 from noon to 1. There will be discussions on current social issues, news stories, and current topics in the human services and sociology world. Make sure to bring a lunch. There is weekly yoga at noon. Yoga takes place on the dance floor every Monday at the Young Center. It is free for students and open to all ability levels. Join the professionally led sessions for some relaxation.
There will be a mental health first aid training from 6 to 10 p.m. You can learn how to assess and help someone suffering from mental health issues and/or crises. After completing the session, you will receive a 3-year certification. Nerd Night is a trivia night at the Crow Peak Brewery. This event is open to the public and students from 7 to 9 p.m. At the end of the 3 rounds, prizes are given to the teams with the most points.
Starting at 7 p.m. in Thomas Hall on the 2nd floor lobby, there will be a resident assistant program called Diversity Socks, an event in which students will be able to tie-dye socks according to their individual traits. There will be a limited amount of socks available, but feel free to come and tie-dye any pieces of clothing that you wish. There will be arts and crafts at 7 p.m. in Club Buzz. Spend the night building crafts courtesy of CAB. There will also be another opportunity to attend the first aid mental health training starting at 6 p.m. and going until 10 p.m.
Wednesday is World Tourism Day. On behalf of the Tourism and Hospitality Management Program, they would like to invite Black Hills State University students to speed dating, free lunch, keynote speakers, and much more fun activities, starting at 9 a.m. All events will take place in the Jacket Legacy Room. There will also be another Nerd Night, trivia at Crow Peak Brewery, starting at 7 p.m. and going until 9 p.m.
On Thursday, September 27th, there will be the Fall Fitness Festival. This will take place in the Lyle Hare Stadium, Ida Henton Park, and the practice field. It will start at 8 a.m. and go until 3 p.m. Geek Speak will be held at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Jonas Hall, room 110. The talk will consist of a hit-and-run game design for the bullheaded and building narrative engines for an ADD world at the intersection of math, myth, and movies, and money. This is a free event open to students, faculty, staff, and community. For more information, please contact Dr. Courtney Huswicka at courtney.huswicka@bhsu.edu. Friday, September 29th at 7 p.m., the Lady Yellow Jackets volleyball team will take on Colorado School of Mines. Join us in supporting our Lady Yellow Jackets against Mines at the Young Center.
Speaking of our Yellow Jackets, this week our own Wyatt Bills offers us a recap for the Yellow Jackets football team. Wyatt, how are the Yellow Jackets?
This week I did a quick recap of the Yellow Jacket football this far. It's been a rough start to the season, but I think we've shown potential for success. Take a look.
Week 1, the Jackets took on the Adams State Grizzlies. The Grizzlies open up an early 10-point lead coming off a field goal and a 5-yard touchdown pass. They then proceed to add 7 more on a 7-yard run, ending the first at 17-3 Grizzlies. Moving on to the second quarters, Fidel Paris had a monster game, finishing with 192 yards and a TD on the ground, and another 45 yards and a TD through the air. Fast forward into the third, and the Jackets continue the momentum on this 15-yard strike as Ryan Hummel finds Zane Lindsay in the end zone, closing the distance to 38-23 in the fourth. Peyton Gilmore then chimes in with a score of his own, coming off a screenplay to begin the fourth, as he wiggles his way to the end zone. The fourth is then capped off on a Ryan Hummel dart to Shandon Jones to force overtime, all the while making two Grizzlies look silly. First overtime period sees both teams kick a field goal. Finally, after two overtimes, defensive lineman Jared Tiefenthaler punches it in to clinch the win. That leaves us with a 47-41 win at the end of a double overtime thriller. Some key performances came from Ryan Hummel, who was delivering bombs all day, with 29 completions for 327 yards and 4 touchdowns on the afternoon. Let's not forget about the defense, whose multiple forced turnovers helped the Jackets clinch the win. Week 2 sees the Jackets fall 13-17 at the hands of the Fort Lewis Skyhawks in a defensive battle that saw quarterback Ryan Hummel leave the game due to injury. Ben Sabakin would finish the game for the Jackets. In Week 3, the Jackets came up short to Dixie State 16-38 in a game plagued by turnovers. The Jackets are scheduled to square off with the School of Mines Hard Rockers on September 23rd in the battle for the Homestake Trophy, and can hopefully carry momentum moving forward into the rest of the season. That's football in 2 minutes on KBHU-TV. This has been Wyatt Bills.
Levi Kessler, a member of Jacket Pack and Sigma Tau Gamma, recorded a recap of the homecoming events here at Black Hills State. Stick around to watch.
Swarming in paradise.
To the B-side.
When they're looking at men and they have their shirts off, they decide, do I want a six-pack or do I want a keg?
Do you want a keg?
Go Jackets! From here.
Get down to the B-side.
Happy 4 days! Let's get fired up.
That's all we have for this week. Thank you for joining us for KBHU's weekly updates. If you have any suggestions for video ideas, please email us at kbhu.tv@gmail.com.
Also, be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching KBHU-TV. I'm Kyle Graves.
And I'm Jackie Robles. Stay out of trouble.